Whether you have a physical product, whether you have a service, or whether you are just offering your skills as a freelancer, knowing the customer profile is so essential to make sure that you are serving your customers right. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, my goal is at the end of this video is to help you guys get more clarity on building your customer profile when it comes to working from home. Now, if this is your guys' first time on my channel, my name is Lacaba. I have been working from home since I was 15 years old and now run 2XU, which is my assistant outsourcing agency. And I post videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, in past videos, I've talked about how to find your niche, the top profitable niches online. But one question that I kept getting was, how do I figure out if this is the client that I want to work with? Now that I've found my niche, how do I actually verify, or how do I actually make sure that these are the people that I want to work with? Now, I'm going to dive into that step by step today, so make sure to watch until the end of this video. So hopefully you'll be able to have more clarity on who it is that you want to work for. Now, the first thing that you want to figure out when you're trying to create your customer profile is going back and figuring out what is the problem that you're coming into their business and helping them out with. Every employer, every client you get is trying to hire you or work with you to solve a particular problem. So that is where you need to start with when it comes to you building your customer profile, is go back and think to yourself, what is the problem that I'm solving for them? What value am I giving to them? That is going to be the reason why they would want to work with me in the first place. Basically, try to think of yourself based on my skill, based on the thing that I bring to the table. How am I helping this client? How am I helping this customer? Next then is you want to build your customer profile through specifics. So what this means is going through and creating their demographic card. So that would be their age, where they live, or the country that they live in. You want to figure out the industry that they're actually in, the stage in their business, who they serve. So that means who is the niche that they are then serving with their business. What are their likes? What are their hobbies? Who do they follow on Instagram and on LinkedIn? And where or which social media platform do they usually hang out with? The reason why you want to dive into these demographics is you want to make sure that you are targeting your audience on where they're at, and you're not just throwing your content out there or throwing out that you are looking for a job to people who will not respond well. The main reason why you want to create a customer profile is to have that clarity of basically verifying that these are the people that you want to serve, that these are the people that you want to keep working with. That's why building a profile is so essential, because it gives you, again, that clarity to be able to move forward, especially if you are new to the service business or as a freelancer. You need to have, again, that clarity. Whether you have a physical product, whether you have a service, or whether you are just offering your skills as a freelancer, knowing the customer profile is so essential to make sure that you are serving your customers right. After you kind of create your initial draft of who your customer profile is, the next thing that you need to do is now just research. And there's two things that you need to look at. The first one is you want to look at current job posts in that industry. The reason why you want to look at that is you want to have a good ballpark number of how much it is that this niche or this profile that you've created usually pays for. And of course, you can compare that with how much it is that you want to price yourself, and you guys can check out the video on how to price yourself right here. After you do your research of how much do people in this industry usually pay, you can look at even your competitors of how much they charge, just so you have that good idea. The next thing that you want to do is you want to verify that with the actual market. You actually want to go ahead and post on Facebook, post on different forums, and ask them if they need someone of your skill. You're kind of testing out to see, and you're kind of verifying if the thing that you're offering, again, whether that's a physical product, a service, or your services as a freelancer, you want to verify that people actually need this beyond you identifying of the problem that you have set in the earlier activity. You can just post on Facebook groups, you can post on Reddit, you can post on different forums. The purpose of it is really to make sure that they really see the need, they see the value of working with you. You're going to have a better response rate as a graphic artist who creates logos to people who are already thinking about creating logos versus if you're trying to pitch yourself to people who aren't even thinking of doing their logos in the first place, who are focused on another stage of their business. So that's why you kind of want to make sure which frame of mind or which person is actually looking for your skills rather than you just guessing. Next is once you have your first draft of who you want to talk to and then you've tested it out in the market, the next thing you want to do is actually now build that persona. Now, one of the ways that I usually recommend that you do this is you actually name the person that you want to target, that you want to work with. So for example, for me, I have two personas in my head. I have persona named Ella, who is the late teens who wants to start working from home. She's somewhere in the lower middle class where she has a phone or she has a tablet or a laptop even, and also internet to be able to start working from home. That is one of the personas that I have. The second persona that I have is called Bill. So Bill is currently a solopreneur, or he has a small team of just freelancers, and he really needs an assistant who can become his second brain to help him out with his business. He's probably in the US or in Australia, one of the first world countries, and he has had his business for a while and has been doing it on his own. So I have two personas of who it is that I'm talking to in my head, whether I'm talking as the career coach or I'm talking as the founder of 2XU. So that's what I mean by building the persona, because then it's easier for me to know where Bill hangs out, where Ella hangs out. It's easy for me to create content on TikTok, for example, for Ella, and then create content on LinkedIn for Bill. So hopefully that gives a little bit more clarity of how you're gonna start drawing your ideal clients in based on having a clear customer profile. Once you've done that, once you have your persona, that actually leads me to the next thing that you're going to do, which is now edit your profiles. What I mean by this is edit your resume if you are a freelancer. Go ahead and edit your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your Facebook, again, wherever your customer is hanging out, to showcase that these are the kinds of people that you want to work with. So for example, for me, when I narrowed down that I want to work specifically with creative freelancers as the career coach and creative entrepreneurs with 2XU, I put that in all of my profiles. If you guys look at my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my Instagram, it has the word creative entrepreneurs or creative freelancers in my bio. So then I'm talking to my target audience. I'm talking to Bill. I'm talking to Ella. If you are a graphic artist for people who create courses, putting on your profile that you are the graphic artist for course creators, it's going to be so much easier for them to identify themselves as people who can be working with you. That's why you want to, again, go back through your profiles, your resume, your application letter, your social media profiles, and make sure that you're mentioning somewhere the specific person that you're trying to target. And lastly, the biggest thing that you can do to verify who your customer profile is or who your target audience is to ask them. Like, it could be you are, just casually talking to your target audience. It could be that it's a Facebook post, but you can ask them what is called the magic wand question. Now, the magic wand question is basically, if I had a magic wand, what would your business look like with me in it or with my services? When you ask that question to your target audience, you are helping them see the value of what it is that you do. And also at the same time, you are getting input, you're getting feedback based on what they say of how you can further help their business. This is more just thinking of growth-wise, thinking of ways that you can scale and grow your business itself. Is by asking this question, you are able to know what else you can bring to the table, what else you can give to your target audience. So it's going to be, again, easier for them to see your value as a freelancer or as a business owner. Now, make sure to comment below your own persona and kind of describe them a little bit as a real person. I would actually love to know who your target audience is and if I can help you guys narrow that down a little bit further. Now, as for our featured comment for this week, it's a comment by Sandy Bugay on how to market yourself with social media video, where she says, "Thank you so much for sharing this kind of content. It really helps us to market ourselves in social media platforms." Which again, once you have a better customer profile, it's going to be easier for you to be able to figure out. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, of course, make sure to hit that thumbs up button right there and hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home. And if you guys want to learn more of how to have a business online, you guys can check out the videos right here. And if you're a freelancer and you want to start working from home, you guys can check out the videos right here. And of course, new videos right here. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. And remember that small steps matters. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!